Company overview: Emirates NBD, established in 2007 following the merger of Emirates Bank International and the National Bank of Dubai, is one of the largest banking groups in the Middle East. Headquartered in Dubai, it serves over 14 million customers across 13 countries, offering retail, corporate, and investment banking services. The organization operates under a hierarchical governance structure, led by a board of directors, the CEO, and various committees that ensure accountability and strategic oversight. The workforce includes both Emirati nationals and expatriates, with a strong focus on diversity and inclusion policies that align with the UAE's Emiratization strategy and the bank's global expansion goal.
Application of ethical theory and practice. In practice, Emirat MBD demonstrate ethic reasoning through its initiative and operation choice. For instance, it is a sustainability-driven dividend policy reflect a utilitarian intent to create a long-term social value. While it is anti-money laundering, practice adhere to principle-based ethical ensuring fairness and transparency. Virtue ethic is observed in leadership conduct and employee training program, emphasizing honesty and accountability when faced with dilemmas such as a customer confidentiality or environmental risks. The bank adopt a balanced ethical lens, considering both the impact on stakeholder and its duty to uphold integrity. This multidimensional approach strengthens stakeholder trust. Cooperate culture and ethical leadership. Emirat NBD cooperate culture is grounded in innovation, inclusivity, and ethical behavior. Its core value service excellence, integrity, and accountability are embedded in daily operation and performance evaluation. Leadership play a central role in setting the ethical tone, modeling transparency, and reinforcing adherence to law and internal codes. The bank promote a tone at the top culture where executive actively communicate expectation of ethical conduct. It maintains a balanced approach between compliance-based system and the value-driven practice. The presence of the ethical hotlines, whistleblower protection, and integrity workshop ensuring the employee feel empowered to report unethical action safely.
Compliance-based versus value-based approaches. Emirates MBD blends compliance-based and value-based approaches to ethical governance. The compliance framework ensures strict adherence to UAE central bank's regulations, anti-bribery standards, and AML policies. However, what distinguishes Emirates NBD is its shift toward a value-based model, emphasizing ethics not just a requirement, but as a shared commitment. Leadership encourages ethical decision-making beyond legal obligations, emphasizing customer trust and social responsibility. Training programs, internal communication, and performance reviews reflect this alignment. This hybrid model has enhanced the organization's credibility, reduced ethical lapses, and strengthened its reputation in both domestic and international markets. Legal compliance in the UAE context. Legal compliance forms a cornerstone of Emirates MBD's operations. The bank aligns its practice with UAE federal laws, the central banks of UAE's regulations, and international standards such as Financial Action Task Force's guidelines. It maintains a rigorous anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing policies, ensuring transactions are transparent and traceable. Moreover, compliance with data protection laws underlines the bank's commitment to the customer privacy and cybersecurity. Emirates MBD also adheres to UAE labor laws, ensuring equal opportunities, fair wages, and safe work environments. by embedding compliance into every function. The bank minimizes legal risks and fosters long-term stakeholders' trust.
Ethical risks and challenges. Even though Emirates MBD has strong rules to stay ethical, the bank still faces some risks, and banking becomes more digital. There are worries about cybersecurity and misuse of customer data. The bank also needs to balance making profit with lending money responsibly, especially in risky environments. Another challenge is making sure all employees in different countries follow the same ethical standards. The bank does have with the bank does have a whistleblower system, but it can be improved to make people feel safe and when reporting problems. If these risks are managed well, they could harm banks' reputation and daily work. That's why regular monitoring, ethical training, and clear governance are very important. Risk management and complaint strategies. To handle these ethical risks, Emirates MBD uses a system that combines technologies, rules, and company culture. The bank has automatic system that watch the suspicious transactions and prevent fraud. Internal auditors also check regularly to make sure that the bank follows all laws and regulations. The bank runs ethical leadership programs and yearly surveys and understands how employees feel about ethics. New AI tools help find problems early, and continuous training keeps employees updated on law and reputations. The smart and a protective system makes the bank strong and more transparent in all its operations. Thank you everyone for listening to me, and now I will handle the mic to my colleague Ghayath Saadi.
Critical analysis and recommendation. Emirates MBD has strong ethical governance but needs to make sure this culture is consistent throughout its subsidiaries and adapts to new digital ethics. They should use AI to find unethical activities, protect whistleblowers, and assess their ethical environment. Regular workshops on data privacy, ESG, investing, and digital responsibility are important. Working with international regulators will help Emirates MBD meet global ethics standards, which will strengthen trust and keep them competitive. In conclusions, Emirates MBD legal and ethical environment reflects a mature forward-thinking organization balancing compliance with integrity. It is ethical leadership, transparent governance, and adherence to UAE laws positions it is as a model in the regional banking sectors. However, as the digital economy evolves, maintaining ethical agility is vital. Strengthening technology-driven compliance, encouraging ethical leverage, and integrating sustainability principles into corporate strategy will ensure long-term success. MSMBD commitment to ethics not only safeguards its reputation but also reinforces its role as a responsible banking leader in the UAE and beyond.